Hello there. Now here's a good question about Brexit for you, asked by former Royal Navy Commander Martin Pike of Veterans for Britain. Writing in Brexit Central about the recent visit by Keir Starmer, the shadow Brexit Secretary, to Brussels to discuss the benefits of remaining in the single market and customs union with EU 27 politicians, Martin Pike asks, under what mandate is he holding discussion with those on the opposite side of the negotiations for the UK leaving the EU? And he continues, he has clearly set himself against the government's announced intentions to leave the single market and customs union and is consorting with the other side currently in negotiation with the UK. He then explains how UK military personnel are extremely careful with the nation's secrets and in every interaction always ask if what they are imparting could be detrimental to the interests and indeed the safety of the UK. As he says, it is therefore not surprising that many instinctively view those core Remainers who have declared their hatred of Brexit and wish to reverse it and who meet with the chief negotiator for the EU, Michel Barnier, as betraying the UK. And he continues by saying that Keir Starmer's recent visit could be seen in this same light. There is a value to political information, he says, and the passing of any that is detrimental to the government's negotiations is obviously bad for the UK. It is incorrect for them to claim that they do not believe in Brexit and therefore they are at liberty to conspire with the EU against the democratic vote to leave, Pike writes. They have no mandate to do so, and no mandate to talk with foreign officials outside of the government and with the intent to undermine the government or reverse a democratic vote. As a former Navy man myself, I am totally with Martin Pike as he finishes with the words, "To oppose the government of the day within the UK is what the opposition is about and is beyond reproach. To coordinate and collude with the foreign powers opposed to government policy to pass inside information which potentially damages the UK's interests and to publicise such actions as somehow honourable is entirely something else." Now onto the soft Brexit so-called Norway option. Well, it seems that Jeremy Corbyn has administered the coup de grace to that one. Or has he? The Huffington Post says that a Norway-style soft Brexit has been declared dead after Jeremy Corbyn signalled he would not back plans for the UK to join the European Economic Area, EEA. Now that will definitely put the feline amongst the Labour Remainer Columbidae, especially after the recent Parliamentary Labour Party meeting where they were asking if the party was going to support the House of Lords amendment to the EU withdrawal bill on the issue. But Sky News says that one Labour backbencher said that the UK going into the European Economic Area was still an option, while another said it was not. A spokesperson for Mr Corbyn refused to rule out Labour backing an amendment to the flagship Brexit bill that would make EEA membership an objective for the UK negotiating team, reports Sky. And then up pops the shadow International Development Minister Preet Gill tweeting, "Great to see the student voice coming out and speaking up. I hear you and agree that a people's vote on the deal is an absolute must." Good to see the Labour Party being as decisive as ever and having its many faces turned in every conceivable direction to attract all possible votes. And the Galileo satellite system spat still throws up stories. The Telegraph reports that the UK Business Secretary Greg Clark has written to 13 UK firms that are involved with sensitive elements of the project, saying that they must not commit to new contracts without the government's OK. In his letter he said, I regret these steps are a necessary consequence of the position taken by the European Commission. I say all our trust in the EU on that project has now gone, and we should just push on with our own. Now for the Brexit doom and gloom slot. I'm afraid to say that the latest employment figures do not make good reading. For the Remoaners, that is. Despite Remain predictions of millions of jobless people roaming the UK countryside like herds of wildebeest after the vote to leave the EU, the latest ONS figures show that in the first 3 months of 2018, the number of those employed rose by 197,000 compared to the final 3 months of 2017, and by 396,000 when compared to the first 3 months of 2017. There were also fewer people unemployed and fewer economically inactive people on both a quarterly and annual basis. And compared to last year, nominal wages also increased by 2.9% and 2.6% when taking bonuses into account. When factoring inflation into the equation, real terms weekly wages increased by 0.4%, but held steady at 0% when bonuses are included. So, please let us all know what you think about the Brexit news today by leaving a comment below, but please also don't forget to share this video across Facebook, Twitter and by email using the tools below. Thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.